Hello, this is Lordug. Yes, it is, and welcome to some more Beholder 2. I really enjoyed playing what I did play of it in the first part, and we're going to bring the second part now. So I haven't played it anymore, and so we've just finished doing that at the booth where you had to give them the right permits, and I completely messed it up. Well, I didn't completely mess it up, I did average. But we're going to get straight back into it. We haven't gone any further. By the way, if I get the accents different all of a sudden, I'm sorry, but I haven't I haven't thought about this game since I played it, to be honest, because I've just been so busy doing a few other things. So I'll probably get the accents wrong. So let's get to it. So you have to go and talk to Hemnitz, I believe his name was. Here we go. What a good day. Give performance report. This, like I say, I've just finished in the window. Get ready. I've met the quota. What's next? Oh, that's not too bad then. Evan, try to avoid making mistakes in your job. Listen to visitors attentively and direct them to available officers. Well, I did try to. Your job is highly important to our country. I have nothing more to tell you about your work. You're on your own now. Get settled in. Meet your colleagues. Earn reputation. If you keep at it and work hard 8 hours a day, you could become the boss and get to work 12 hours a day. Isn't it exciting? Oh great, so being boss is even worse. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, George. I'll mark in the journal that you had your briefing. All the required documents are in the cart near the table. Take them to Magda, the boss's secretary. I'll wait for you by the statue. We have more to talk about. Right, ask about reputation. How can I earn reputation? You get it for meeting your appeal processing quota. Don't let me down. I won't let you down. I won't let you down, George. You're my friend. You're the only one that seems to have some kind of Russian accent. I don't know why I've done that, but never mind. I even got so much into this that I even went back and started playing Papers, Please again. Because I missed it once I thought about it. Ask about visitors. Who are all these people? The visitors? They're just people. Not like you and me, of course. Oh yeah, I read that bit. I read that bit. Oh no, I haven't read that bit. Okay. Oh yeah, I read that bit. Talk about work. Oh no, I didn't talk about his family. Working here is grueling. If I may ask, do you have family? Of course I do. I have a wife, 2 children, a dog, and a Class D apartment, like everyone else. And you? My wife and daughter. They're joining me a little later. It says they should be there, but you know, like I say, Alpha. Don't forget, it's just this. Sorry, it's a closed beta. This, so you've got to remember that. Ask about his wife. Does your wife mind you working so much? I'm doing an important job, and Rose knows that. All good citizens owe a debt to society, and it trumps everything else. Sometimes she's puzzled at how my debt seems to have gotten so large, but that's just a nice little joke of hers. No, I'd say that that's because she don't want you being taken advantage of. Ask about the apartment. Class D. Almost all officials who've worked for more than 5 years get a place in the line for Class D housing. We were on the waiting list for many years before we were awarded ours. It's like a fairy tale. We have our own bathroom. I heard that you have a Class D apartment right away. You're incredibly lucky. I suppose being a Redgrave has its advantages. Ask about his children. How many children do you have? 2. Asta is the pride and joy. She already knows all of last year's directives by heart. At the age of 5. Adam is 2 years older. Aren't you proud of your son? The thing is that he is special. What happened? Aspergillus niger. What's that? Aspergillus niger. No, don't know it. What's that? It's extraordinary black mold. Class J houses are full of it. It's very difficult to get rid of, and the consequences of spending too much time around it are, well, Meningitis is not the best thing for a 3-year-old child. Oh, yeah. That's terrible. Not really. We've gotten used to it. Anyway, he's our son and we love him. Sometimes he even recognises us. Great. Oh yeah, black mold can be really bad. I mean, I heard somebody who had it in their house. Where, I mean, I'm not where what street I live, but not far away, and they had to be evacuated. They had to go and get another house while they went in and to try and clean it. I think in end they didn't go back to house. I think it were in a few bedrooms and a few rooms, and they didn't know, so they ended up condemning house in end because that black mold, if it actually gets on your lungs and that, can kill you. It's quite bad mold is. Always be aware of that kind of shit. Terrible. Let's go back to his dog. They say it's not easy to get a They say it's not easy to get a dog these days. It's not so difficult. It just takes a while. You have to submit all 7 types of application, pass a medical examination, go through psychological and narcotic screenings, provide excerpts from your bank statements and the register of tenants. Wow. As well as an employment certificate and copies of all your papers, from your passport to the title deed of your fridge. How? And the neighbour's consent. Nothing special. Any experienced official can cope with it. Wow. That's a lot just to get a dog. I don't want a dog if you've got to do all that. Okay, we're done. You and your family should come to our place for dinner sometime. My wife would be glad to have you over. I'm sure our children would get on well. I absolutely agree and would love to, George. You're my mate, you are. I think we're done there. I think we're done, but you're my mate. Let's have a walk around. Oh, it says something about documents. No? Not that one. This one. Oh yeah, we'll take report. Signed George Evans. Well, I'm not going to take that report yet. I want to go and talk to some people. Who's this? Hello. Hi. Trade. I'm busy right now. Okay. Hey, is that him with 2 penis names? Something Peter Dong. Is that you, Peter? It is. Sorry, I don't have time to talk right now. Okay, Peter, no problem. You're a big guy. Okay. Let's go and take that to Magda. Magda then? Did you call her Magda? You call her Magda, didn't you? Rakovich. Take the documents from the cars. So let's take that. Click on it. Drag it. Okay, we've got it. Give Magda Rakovic the documents. Okay, Magda. I'm on my way to you in a second. Okay. Okay, let's go. Oh, you using telephone or anything? You good to listen to? Reports. Talk again later. Ooh, hello, baby. Look at that, buddy. I like you a lot. Beat it. I have no time to waste on you. Fuck you, Marco. Hello. Okay, Marco, no problem. No problem. Hi, baby. How are you? How are you? Reports. Talk again later. I'm not gonna do a woman's accent. I'll fucking mess that up big time. Especially a woman that you think is gonna sound kind of sensual. So I don't want that just make me sound freaky. Okay, so I'm guessing this is Magda. I might do hers. Oh God, she looks a bit of a serious one. Let's see if we can charm her. I'm going to turn on the old Redgrave charm here. Get ready for this, guys. You gonna love this. Now what? Hello. Or should I say, Hello, Magda. You're looking good. That's not a very respectful way to address an older woman. Now, is it? Okay. I'm sorry. What are you doing here? Give her the documents. George Hamnitz asked me to give you these documents. You didn't look inside, I hope. I'm not interested. I didn't ask if you were interested. Reading sealed papers like these when you don't have top secret clearance can cost you your freedom or your life. Do I make myself clear? Perfectly, but I prefer not to stick my nose into other people's business. Oh shit. Can I go? Oh, damn it. What's wrong? You still here? Don't try my patience. Sorry, already leaving. Wow. Do I get to... Is there a way to read? What's that do? What's this one? Okay. So yeah, you can't read back over logs down. Or can you? Is there a log thing here? English. Low game save continue. No, I'm afraid there isn't. Okay, well, either way, I just feel like she's taken my testicles, ripped them off, and measured them against her testicles, and her balls are a lot bigger than my balls, because I feel like I've just been completely emasculated now, and I'm just in a corner blubbering like a little boy, because she's just tough. She's tough. Whoa. No, I don't think I want to mess with her. Ever. Yes. Head down. I've got like my head's down and I'm looking at the floor, feeling weak and useless. Okay, let's go. Hi, Peter. I keep seeing you with a thing over your head. Hey there. Yeah. Let's go find George. You can see anybody else get beat up? Who makes their way through? Who gets caught going through? She's got like a wicked face. I saw you being searched by the guards. What did they want? Who knows? They said they're looking for a bald man. But you have hair. Yes, but I'm bald without it. It took a while to sort out. They're looking for a bald man, yeah, but you have hair. But yeah, I'm bald without it. We're all bald without our hair. Everybody is. Unless you've got hair under your hair. Oh, what's this? Wait. Oh, it's Morris. Hi, Morris. It's me, Clumsy Morris. Do you remember me? You helped me collect those papers when everyone else ignored me. I remember you, Morris. I promised to thank you. Here you are. It's not much, but it's all I can afford. You don't have to give me anything. Thank you, Morris. I really appreciate it. No, thank you. I've been working here for 15 years and you're the first one who hasn't ignored me. Yeah, Morris. Don't worry about it, kid. Okay, so I just want to see what you've given me, but because I didn't exactly see. It didn't matter. Okay, let's go and find. Why do they keep holding their hands up? Can I have a go? Don't know. Let's go see George. Should be out here. Okay, let's see if anybody gets beat up going through metal detector. Come on, go off. Let's see someone else get beat up while they clap. No, it looks like looks like everybody's safe. Yeah. Damn it. That's a shame. No, you don't want to talk either. Nobody wants to talk. Okay, here we are. Where's George? Where is he? They keep doing this thing with arms. Very weird. There he is. Well, your head down. If you head up, mate. What a good day. What do you want to talk about? Evan, it's about your father. The things that happened to him were just terrible. I have to tell you something. Go on. At most, 20 people in our whole country know this information. I'm taking a huge risk divulging these details to you. So I do have to ask you not a word to anyone. Okay? Let's have it. As you know, I was appointed to the position floor inspector several years ago. I didn't actually know, but fine. But at the same time, I was enlisted to work in Department 6. Department 6? That's a myth. No thinking person really believes in it. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. Department 6 is considered to be a myth because that's the way their leader wanted it. More precisely, that's how your father wanted it. My father was the head of Department 6. And what were you doing there? Heimdall, a secret project helmed by your father, was launched at the time. That's how we met. I was always good with numbers, so I was invited on board to assess statistical errors and their potential consequences. He didn't talk much about himself, but mentioned his son several times. We didn't communicate for the last 10 years. He mentioned that was no longer touch with you. That's a bit there. But always hoped that someday you could join him. Why do you think so? He wrote you a letter a few days before his death. He must have known what was going to happen to him. It keeps skipping text when I press. I'm going to try pressing space, see if that does better. No, I keep it. I think I've just asked him, have you got the letter? No, I think it's for it at home. There's still a few just written things you need to sort out. No, I keep it home. I didn't expect you to appear so soon. I'll give it to you tomorrow and tell you everything I know. Somewhere quiet. Thank you, George. I don't know how to thank you. Don't mention it, Evan. Your father was kind to me. This is the least I can do for you. What else did my father say about me? He mentioned that he was no longer in touch with you, but always hoped that someday you'd come to join him. Oh yeah, I just wanted to see that because it let me have a look at that dialogue that I saw it skip. So it's just going over that bit again. Okay, ask about the project. Let's do that. What kind of project was Heimdall? Not here, not now. It's too dangerous. We have to find a quiet place and the right time. How about tomorrow? That's fine. Why do I have a feeling that tomorrow's not going to happen? Because if you know these games like I do, and I'm sure you do, something's going to happen. Thanks for telling me about my father, George. We'll have time to talk. See you tomorrow. You know how these things happen. Something comes up like he'll be found hanging in his own apartment, or his wife killed him for some reason, or he jumped from a window too, or something will happen to him before I can get the papers. The letter, I mean. It'll come up when it needs to. Okay, let's go back this way, and we're in our apartment. Let's have a look. Oh, we can't access that, even though it's our apartment. We can't access the TV either. Can we access this? No, we can't access this. So we can sleep, or if we feel like, oh, what's this? Exclamation mark. Let's, oh, somebody's knocking. Let's peek. Who the hell are you? Okay. Come on in, I guess. Who the hell are you? I'm glad to see you, Evan. Do you remember me? No. I don't remember you. I'm an old friend of your father's, Evan. James Cunningham. We were friends, and we worked side by side for many years. I was a frequent visitor to your home. Don't you remember? Your mother used to make fantastic rhubarb pies. She passed away a long time ago. I know. I was at her funeral. And at your father's funeral too. Why didn't you tell me so I could say goodbye to him? I'm afraid your father's death is a complicated case. Someone at the top decided he was to close. He was a complicated case. Someone at the top decided to close it quickly. That's why I came to you. We need to discuss your work. How's your first day going? Everything's changing quickly. Just a week ago I was planning to visit my father and introduce him to my family. In the end I was that'd be too late, but I was late, even for his funeral. I understand, Evan. Did you ever patch things up with him? No, I was late for that too. I'm sorry. If I'd known it was that serious, I'd have arranged your appointment here much earlier. Oh, I'm guessing that was something like, so it was you who arranged my appointment here? Indeed, it was indeed, though not because of your good looks, as I'm sure you guessed. Are you here alone? Where is your family? All is well, they're with Miriam's parents in Reading. Reading? That place is full of coal mines and some pretty aggressive workers. Not the best place for a woman and her child. I realise that. I have to get the apartment ready for them as soon as possible. Alright, I'm ready to answer your questions. Let's get this done and then we'll have a break. Ask about your father's death. James, do you know anything about my father's death? Not much. The floor managers were involved somehow, that's all I know. And I can't conduct a full investigation. But why? After all, investigations are what you do, what you and your division do. Evan, I, the only insider I had in the ministry was your father. Clearly, he discovered something very important and got taken out. All the evidence disappears if we just walk in the front door, so an investigation into the ministry and the investigation of your father's death are the same thing. Offer help. I want to help you. Happy to hear it. Find some dirt on these bastards and find out who's responsible for your father's death. I'll ensure they're met with the appropriate punishment. Where should I begin? I'm no detective. Your main task is to listen to what they say, write everything down, and ask the right questions. Then, everything will work out. Let's begin with Pete Ferguson, your immediate superior. That wretch loves only money. You will see for yourself. And remember, the higher up you go, the more chances you'll have to make a difference. Don't miss these chances. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Call me as soon as you learn something. Talk about Hemnitz. Today, I met one of my colleagues, George Hemnitz. He told me a lot about my father. Apparently they were close friends. I know the name, yes. They worked together. Did Hemnitz tell you anything important? Tell him nothing. Nothing particular important. He just talked about how much everyone respected my father, stuff like that. I don't fully trust this guy yet. Just because he walked in and said, I knew your mother and father, doesn't mean he actually knew my mother and father. If he knew I wasn't there, it's easy to say that. So I'm just playing it close to chest for now, just till I know I can trust him. Ask about the ministry. Why should I work here? Why have you moved here? Well, you see, I need a man in the ministry. What for? If you could just knock out an appointment like this so easily, you must already have enough insiders there. Wasn't my father one of them? First of all, getting your appointment wasn't easy at all. Second, I need a man I can trust. So why? I'm the head of the division that monitors the authorities' IAD, the Internal Affairs Division. Exactly right, and my main goal is to find out which top officials serve the people and which ones defame our leader's name. This information can be obtained only with the help of an insider. That's why I need you. Slowly but surely you're going to climb your way up the career ladder from the very bottom and shine a light in every one of the ministry's dark corners. Ask about the apartment. What kind of apartment is this? It's a typical middle-class official's apartment. I arranged it for you. What about my father's property? It's been seized while the investigation's ongoing. You know, Evan, I wouldn't get my hopes up. And the apartment where we lived back when my mother was still alive? I'm afraid there are already new tenants there. Sorry about that. Damn vultures. Do I own this apartment? No, Evan. You can live in it for as long as you work for the ministry. You still have to pay the bills. Otherwise, you'll be thrown out onto the street. As an IAD secret agent, you have to play by the rules to avoid unwanted attention. I'll pay your bills today, but from tomorrow on, you'll have to take care of them yourself. The Ministry of Housing is extremely strict, as you know. Even a minor debt leads to arrest. Respect for labour, communal property and all that stuff. Moreover, there are 603 people in line for the apartment I checked. So there's 603 people who were in line for this apartment if I screw up and get kicked out. End the conversation. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Go. Boom. Okay. We'll leave it there. Whew. So, yeah, another good one. A little bit more talking. I tried to get some more voices in. Like I said, I'm sorry. I'm not really good at voices. Now I'm going to exclamation mark, I guess. Oh, I can watch TV. We'll do all this in next one. I'm never very good at doing voices, so some will sound very much alike or just terrible. But yeah, play along. Why not? Anyway, if you enjoyed this, leave a comment, and of course there'll be more coming soon. And I'll see you soon. You take really good care, and goodbye for now.